Good morning. Give me a second to share this and post this. A lot of people are feeling the new moon kind of energy still and will be today. So I have a little bit of like an energy report and cards. Go ahead and share this video if you're just logging on. If you're catching it on rerun, it's okay, you can still share it. I usually do like the winner the next day, or I'll do them all at once within a few days. And I always put them on the page. So I'll be announcing on the last video winner activation with this winners tomorrow. I have like one more share. This energy should be showing you to pay attention right now. There's synchronicities everywhere. You guys should be getting a lot of downloads as well. Alright, go ahead and drop your name if you're going to want a card. Good morning. I dislike moon energies. It's public knowledge. I just kind of always gripe about it and like to bitch about it because I don't get the same type of sleep cycles during any type of kind of energy upgrades, so I'm always complaining about it, but I feel pretty good. But I see a lot of people still dealing with the usual space storm symptoms. We have coming to a city near you, neurovirus. There are neurovirus outbreaks across the country right now. We have outbreaks in Florida near Pensacola. They had outbreaks near Hobart Field Air Force Base. It's also in Seattle. And we had outbreaks in Eureka, California, where they had to close down a bunch of schools. So we're seeing an increase in all sorts of things. You're seeing these vaccine scares everywhere. Get your flu shot. I actually saw that they're doing like drive-through flu shots, which is really insane to me too. Last week, I talked about Umama, which is the extraterrestrial asteroid. This is a space object that may be a spacecraft. Well, it's back in the news this week, and this object is not from our solar system, and they're now racing to gather data about it. We know it originated from another star system. So far, they're saying that there's no extraterrestrial life on it, but this is going to bring me into my next headline. We had a secret Pentagon UFO program revealed. It even made nationwide mainstream news. It's like the big hype right now. The New York Post published tapes of a UFO fighter pilot caught on tape. The Department of Defense has spent at least $22 million since 2008 looking into UFO sightings. And I'm going to say I'm seeing a pattern, I'm seeing a trend. I already did a video specifically on this, but they're releasing this stuff so that they can say they need defense weapons and they need to weaponize against space threats. And basically, the last card that will be played will be some type of, I always would say like holographic alien invasion, but they actually have the actual technology to have like actual crafts, not like in a holographic nature. I'm not really sure, but you're seeing a trend with this type of stuff being disclosed, but kind of with an agenda. I already told you guys about Christmas terror attacks. They're coming. They're coming if you're into that 3D kind of stuff. I also see that they were talking about the UK maybe being bombed or things like that in the third dimension. It's good incentive to level up. Archaeologists have uncovered an ancient biblical city that was destroyed by an earthquake 1400 years ago. The ancient biblical city of Corinth is actually intact underwater. The Greek city was rebuilt in 4 BC by the Roman Empire Julius Caesar. Jesus' disciple Paul is said to have visited that city, and he wrote 2 letters about it, which are featured in the New Testament. This is my favorite headline. We have singer Justin Bieber is making end-time news. Recently, Bieber went on a Jesus rant on Twitter in front of his 95 million followers. The 23-year-old performer posted a note. Apparently, he misspelled the word God in the rant as well, but he said Jesus is changing him from the inside out. We had a Christian geologist make a discovery in Antarctica which is said to confirm the biblical flood. They've uncovered fossilized tree stumps in Antarctica which are said to be confirmation of the biblical account of the flood of Genesis. That's all my news. I'm not really feeling news lately. You guys can probably tell if you're following me. I'm just not feeling it really. Maybe till after Christmas. I'm kind of like the anti-holiday person anyway. I'm not really into holidays or things like that. Especially the current type of holidays. They just don't resonate with me. So I'm looking forward to all the traffic subsiding and all the crazy Christmas shoppers out there killing each other going away and things going back to normal. I'll insert this in here too if you guys need me after. I'm available for energy work. We teach Reiki. We do other classes as well. Check out our site. Mary Kay, I love that you're always like first on my feed and I love it. I really like to start my own day by setting my own vibration, because if I was absorbing everyone else's, I went down my feed this morning and it looked good pretty early, but all of a sudden it became very apparent that we're in a space storm and my feed just looks like the usual kind of storm feed. And it could be a little depressing where everyone's sick and complaining and crying about their lives. So I like to set my own vibration, because if I was taking on everyone else's vibration going down my feed, it would be a little depressing to me. So I like to take time in the morning to set my own vibration. As we're working on this purification though, we will be manifesting more and more abundance to us, because as we're changing our vibration, we're going to change the type of things that we're attracting. So just keep on working on purifying. Kissy Gonzalez. On the sonic booms. Yeah, they have them in many areas. I really think it's interesting that these frequencies were, I had to choose my words carefully, they were affecting people mainly with lower vibrations. You were seeing a lot of people that were being hospitalized with symptoms, maybe like, I don't know, third eye type symptoms. And I really found it entertaining and interesting that these kind of sonic booms or sounds were mainly affecting people with a service to self type of polarity. So yeah, you're seeing those all over the place. You're seeing them underwater too. I'm just kind of weird about what kind of headlines I like to put in my news, but I'm seeing a lot of sonic booms underwater as well. Material and spiritual prosperity. Like I just said, as we're changing our vibration, everything is going to change that we're attracting to us. A lot of people look at money, abundance, like a money or like a dollar amount, or they want to, I used to see on a lot of manifesting posts where people were trying to like win the lottery or do things like that. Manifesting is only really going to work out of love, and it's probably really going to work best if you're doing it from a service to others kind of perspective. So just really focus on manifesting with this energy we have right now. Good morning, Kara. Kara just did a Reiki attunement. She did like a meditation and I attuned her. I've been doing a lot of energy work the past 2 days. This week I'll be doing a lot of DNA activations, and I'm also doing getting rid of money block activations in our class. So my main focus this week would be DNA, because we're being upgraded anyways. So a lot of times, I know that I used to kind of feel like shit during these moon storms, and I would just kind of like retreat and spend more time alone. So now I just kind of throw myself into them, and I kind of learned how to use them to my benefit, but just kind of take more time to recharge and to spend more time alone. This is my favorite card. It has the sea salt, the nature, and the meditating. We need to really take time to meditate. I do my most powerful meditation in the morning, and I download any information I'll need for the day. So I've already downloaded anything I'll need for this video or whatever, but it's a really good time to meditate is in the morning, and make sure you're making more time for it. Francisco and Kenya Zamora. Everything is an illusion. I'm not expecting everyone to align with my beliefs or the things that I see, but I look at it like the only thing that's real in this matrix is our entire soul group, and everything else is the illusion. Everything that you're seeing is to elicit a response from you. That's why you see the worst behavior everywhere and the worst things everywhere, pretty much to make you act awful. But this is the illusion. The only thing that is real here is our spiritual evolution. Use your intuition. Okay, I have to insert this in here somewhere because it's so ridiculous, but someone said to me on a healing post, how do I know that you're not artificial intelligence and blah, blah, blah? And I had to think about it, right? I'm pretty sure that when I first woke up, I was following a page that was an AI. And I would say from my own personal experience, how you can tell those kind of things is that there's a lot of like maybe artificial intelligence, things in the hologram that are kind of giving you this illusion that you need knowledge. You guys have everything that you already need. And you'll find, I said that these artificial intelligence don't have love. I know they say Sophia is an empathic artificial intelligence, but they're not capable of love in the same type of human capacity. And they're not capable of the same type of intuitive type of responses. So it's really important that we embrace our compassion, our empathy, and that we go back to using our intuition and the things that really set us aside from these things. Tara L. Gillette. Patience and planning. I tell people not to make big decisions, to make more conscious decisions. For a long time, I was living very unconsciously, and it really took me a long time. I'm still trying to untangle my life and kind of heal it and fix things and stuff like that. So we need to make better, more conscious decisions. Nicole Goddard. I had a dream of this takeover, the military planes and alien crafts. Yeah, it's hard to tell which probability will play out, but that's definitely a probability I've seen as well. I did a separate video on it too. It's on our YouTube channel. I think it was about Project Bluebeam. But absolutely, it's hard to tell which reality will play out, but I think that we have a lot more control than people like to think over things. I think that we can use our free will, and that we can kind of change all this. Nicole, you are an energy worker. This is one of my favorite cards. It's reminding me too, I have a video on light balls to do probably next week at this point. It's going to be one of my next Reiki videos I do. And they're really effective at healing. And it doesn't surprise me because I'm drawing all of the healers to me like a magnet. That's pretty much the only thing I'm good at or sure of what I'm doing. So I am drawing the healers and the 144,000 back to me. A lot of people misunderstand that concept. And they look at it like that's the amount of people that will maybe survive this or whatever. But actually, the 144,000 are the number of specialized worker cells in a human body. So as above, so below. We are those specialized worker cells, and we are healer to heal. So just like those little cells in your body, they can go around and repair the other little cells. And that is our job, and that is what we are doing here. Kimberly Renee. Light. You guys are the light that lights up this world, so it's very important that we're bringing up these frequencies because otherwise no one else will. And it's also very important that there is so much going on in this matrix, and it's here to elicit a response of hate from us because then we become the dark. And so it's really important that we stay in the light with all of this, and that we try to become brighter and we try to cultivate that light ourselves. I personally do that. I recharge with cosmic energy through meditation and things like that. So it's really important that we're recharging properly. Robin Warner, good morning. I know, because you know how I feel about going live now, for real. So I never have like a regular time. I like to avoid trolls and things like that, so I don't like a set time anymore, so I'm just kind of like going random. But you're doing an amazing job, just such an amazing job, and you're really tuned in. And like when you texted me the other day, it was like perfect divine timing. I don't think that some of the people around us realize how divine some of the messages are that we're delivering and how needed. And you're just doing a really, really good job. I know we're all waiting, like including me, I'm waiting for this, healed version of me. But we're already there. We're already doing a really good job. And we all should be pretty amazed and in awe right now. Angie Killam. I have a lot of, I wouldn't attribute it to me, but I do have a lot of angelic energy that I work with in this house as well. So it's really a beautiful energy and a beautiful vibe. Sometimes I get a little nervous on camera, but I like to go on camera so I can kind of share some good energy with you guys and things like that. You're working on your solar plexus, and that's pretty amazing because this is actually this chakra that everyone's working on this week. We're seeing a lot of egoic issues surfacing. This is the chakra that deals with the ego, so we're seeing these kind of things surface to be cleared now, and it's pretty amazing. This is actually a package deal for empaths. I say empaths work on this chakra and the throat chakra combined. So take more salt baths. Make sure you're recharging your aura with nature. Thank you for the love. I see all the little hearts. Nisa Ray. Mental conflict. This is where we're all at. We've been mind fucked on a collective level. We really have. Just on such a massive level that we all have a lot of reprogramming to do right now and a lot of work to do. So we really had to reprogram our thinking right now. And I want to say that I came here to experience an individualized consciousness. That was just, the plan that we signed up for. But at this point in my journey, I'm ready to go back to oneness, and I'm ready to go back to more of a group consciousness. That's just where I'm at in my own journey. So it's really, really important that we just set aside what we want and try to do what's best for everyone at this point. And it will really de-stress you too. I don't know. When I was really unhappy and miserable with my job, it was like I could never be happy. There was these voids in me and nothing was filling it. It wouldn't matter what I bought or what I did. It was more like a healing experience I had to go through. So just really work on reprogramming yourself, healing yourself, and kind of filling those voids with spirituality, because nothing else really will heal those things. Sam Kings. You are an indigo starseed and you hate authority. Welcome to the club. I think that we all know that humanity was created to be equal. So we all kind of despise these systems, and we've all had our own experiences too to get us to this point and why we see things are not working. But we're not going to go dismantle these systems. We're not going to tear down the government like people want to do. We are not here to destroy. We are here to create. So it's really important that instead of looking at the mirror and complaining and trying to change it, it's really important that we go within and that we try to change ourselves and fix ourselves first and undo any negative programming running within us. Tara Carbonell. Yeah, I know. I try to avoid, I don't watch, mainstream news, but I like to stay informed of what's going on. I usually see everything anyway. We're working on more harmony, and that's where it's at. A lot of people really, my twin flame said he thought he was completely healed till he met me. And that's how it is with a lot of people, that we might be in peace and harmony with ourselves, but we have to be able to come to peace and harmony with everyone else as well. So the more you heal yourself, the more your entire life will kind of fall into vibrational harmony with you. Angie Killam. Yeah, I'm not into Christmas. I never have been. My family's Jewish anyway, so I don't know. But I'm like that with every holiday. You're being tested. I think everyone is. I always say I feel like I'm in a blender, and it's a pretty accurate description, but I think we're all being tested right now, and that with Ascension, this is a school, there are a lot of tests. And sometimes these tests aren't that obvious. It could be a person who needs your assistance, something like that. Just keep your eyes open. You're being tested. Jennifer Simpson. Rejoice and celebrate. We should all be having fun, by the way. Yeah. Our inner childs are a little disappointed that we're here working all the time on Prison Planet, and we're actually here to create fun experiences and to do fun things. So you really need to take time to have more fun while you're here. I know, I need to be taking my own advice a lot of the time. But we're here to create fun experiences. You can find love within any moment, and the Creator within every moment. So I find a lot of people are looking for God or seeking this spiritual enlightenment, and it's with you. You're already enlightened. It's in every moment. Some people just might not be noticing it. Anna Hills. Choose wisely. I say you drown. Like any choice you make, you'll just go drown in the ocean anyway. So choose carefully. Like I say, make more conscious, better decisions. Right now is more, for me anyway, a time of reflection. I'm thinking about the type of things I want to create for the next year. Usually I'm really good at manifesting, and I can always usually think of things I want. And I'm always trying to manifest little things. But for once, with this new moon, I really I didn't feel like manifesting anything or creating anything. I just felt more like reflecting with this energy. So I think it's a really good idea to use this energy to reflect and to think about how you want the new energy of the new year of 2018 to go. Anna Hiltz, love begins. This is the goal for a lot of people. A lot of people are drawn to me because I'm supposed to be helping heal in some way so that people can reunite with their twin flames. I don't know, that was something I just knew how to do. It just was kind of programmed within me. I have pretty good intuition. And it's about mastering self-love. So if anyone is trying to come into union in a spiritual relationship, they should really work on more self-love. Tammy Davis is learning balance. If I didn't have, and I have a lot of Libra in my chart holding me together, but if I didn't have a lot of balance in my life, I wouldn't be the same energetically. So it's really important for me that I'm balancing everything in my life. What that looks like for me is I take really good care of myself energetically. I eat good, high vibe, organic type foods, and I make sure I'm getting enough rest and things like that. I'm seeing a lot of, and I'm getting texts, I'm seeing a lot of people are super depressed with this energy too. So if you're depressed, you need to really work on your crown chakra, work on your third eye chakra more. This energy can be a little depressing. I kind of feel it too when people are like, well, is it normal to be depressing? It feels a little bit like a dark night of the soul type of energy. I won't lie. So a lot of people are kind of feeling that. Just know that we do go through a dark night of the soul, but we go through several of them. It's kind of like just cycles of purging and releasing and healing. And in my own life, it'll probably be infinite. Cindy Matheson, you are igniting a passion just by having an open heart chakra. You have a different type of energy. It just makes you more open, more inviting, and it's pretty amazing. I'm personally working on my heart chakra more and more all the time, so I'm going to keep focusing on that. And it's also how you liberate yourself karmically from this plane as well, is working on your heart chakra and more compassion. Angie Killam. That may be true, but when you're dealing with things like trying to release yourself from that poverty mindset type of programming, it's best not to use your words to reinforce these things. So you might be broke, you might not have money, but you should probably definitely stop saying it and writing it and putting it out there, because then you can change what you're creating. So we've reinforced these things. A lot of people do the same thing with sickness, where they'll just be like, I'm sick, and you just tell yourself that all the time, and it will really affect your energy. I don't think people really realize that words are storing and affecting our vibrational energy just on a crazy way. So choose your words more carefully so you're not reinforcing things that you hate. And you're waking up from the illusion of the matrix. It's pretty amazing. Keep working on your third eye. Things are not what they seem in the matrix. You'll just keep expanding your awareness. My personal currency is energy. I'm abundant because I have kind of done away with money. I could care less. I know a lot of people probably don't know that about me. I could care less about it. My currency is a spiritual energy, and I believe it's our original currency as well, and I'm hoping that we get back to just using it as a currency, like energy. So I'm abundant, but that has nothing to do with money. If I was letting money gauge my happiness, then I would obviously always be miserable. So stop letting money gauge your happiness at all, and you'll be a lot happier. My comments went crazy and skipped everywhere, so I see Amanda Horsting. It must have been fate, destiny, meant to be. But this is, you get a free wish card today, and you can really wish for anything. This energy is about manifesting, so we need to choose our thoughts wisely. So if you like not having money, keep saying it, because it will reinforce it. If you want to create something different and you want to see more abundance, just change what you're putting out. Change that I don't have money vibration to I am abundant, I am loved, I have love, I am love. Things like that will really work. It's skipping everywhere, so I'm just kind of like lost already. Angie Hobbs, you're working on your heart chakra. It doesn't surprise me because you are going through some grief right now. And me as well. Grief was a major catalyst for my spiritual journey. So just know that if we experience a physical loss, it's not to punish us or, you know, for us to feel that pain. That pain is actually going to open our heart chakra ultimately. So it's just part of the process. So if you've ever lost a loved one, they usually have given you a very important gift that we might not even be aware of. Trisha Louise. Destiny. I tell everyone, like if I do a reading, I tell everyone that we actually can create and control what we're creating. The issue is a lot of times with our manifesting, our subconscious is manifesting too. It's not always our conscious thoughts, but we have so much control over anything that we see. I might see a different ending than you guys see. Right here in the same place, we don't know. Ashley Samak. This is a card of abundance, but it's also a card about tuning in to Gaia, into the Earth's energy and the Earth's frequencies. Get outside more, ground. It's one of the best cards in the deck. It's a card of abundance, and it's pretty amazing. I'm going to let you guys go on that note because I'm doing a lot of activations today. It's my day off from the Matrix, so I'm doing a lot of activations for both our class space. I'm trying to think if I have anything else to add. We have a raffle that I'm going to do a feed for Thursday that I have been putting a post up for, but I'll post it again on this Sparks of Divine Light page, Facebook page. But it's a raffle and you get an activation and you can win a chance, enter a chance to win some crystals and some jewelry and things like that. So I'll be doing that feed on Thursday. I'll probably be doing like a meditation or a news feed tomorrow. So I'll be letting you guys go on that note. But if you need me for any healing work or anything, I'm here.